And we're back. Episode 54.
Out in the field.
On the field. I think these are some pictures that we found. Some of our guys found last week.
Oh, okay.
Like all 1 week last week.
All 1 week last week. So technically we could do this every week. 1 week last week.
I mean, if our guys find enough stuff and they give their pictures to Kayla. But, you know, getting your guys to send pictures, go above and beyond, sometimes it's tough.
Yeah.
So you all approved.
Yep, it is.
I
Is
do
this
it.
something burnt up?
I do it. We're not even going to look at it, but like, I do it. I do this.
Yep.
However, when you think about an outlet for your house, obviously it's only for 14 gauge wire and only at a residence. Am I ever looking at backstabbed outlet?
Yeah.
Never in a commercial location because it's 20 amp and above. And there's not really any. There's some 20 amps that have like a hole that you can, with a mechanical tie down. I don't like that either. I always wrap it around the screw.
Yeah.
Strip it out, wrap it around the screw, tighten it down. But I will, on a residence, with multiple wires coming in, I will junction all of those wires into one pigtail and stab the one in. So the device isn't feeding through or, you know, like...
Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. Right? But
fast?
some of those, it's faster, yes. I feel like just in my head, some of those connections get loose sometimes with those stab ins. Like, I feel like in my head, it's more likely that connection is going to get loose or there's going to be an issue where something starts
You use Wagos?
getting hot. No.
Ever?
I have before in light fixtures, but
Mostly light fixtures.
Yeah.
I don't use Wagos either. And
No.
I guess for that same reason. I don't use Wagos, but I will stab it into a resident. Well, I mean, in a residential, half of those outlets aren't ever going to be used. They're just there because the code tells you that every fucking wall has to have one between doors and windows, anything over 2 feet. You know, like they tell you exactly where you need to have outlets.
Yep.
So you put one there, it doesn't mean it's ever going to get used.
And yet somehow there's still not an outlet where you need it in your house.
But you call us, and we'll put one right there because we want you to never be without power.
Facts.
Okay, dude, this one right here blew my mind. He sent me this picture. So our guy out doing inspection on a receptacle that had arcing on the front. And he pulled this out of the wall, and he's like, he goes, the picture I sent you was how it came out of the wall, like
It fell apart.
pulled
Yeah.
out. This one doesn't even have screws.
Doesn't even have screws. Nope.
This device was created to stab only. Man, they're cutting costs, or at least they were at that point. They cut costs, right? But that's why people are stabbing it in, because everybody wants a better price. Everybody wants it done cheaper.
And they did not do what you said you do. They fed it through.
Dude,
There's 3 of them,
they've
all
got-
feeding through there.
Like looks like you could put 4. Looks like you could put 4 in that device. Like, or maybe, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, probably 4.
I don't know. So, we took that out, pigtailed a new one, probably wrapped it around, put it back in, and then probably gave him a bid to redo his whole house because there's potential for hazard there.
Yeah. Is
Next.
That's the one you found. How many of them are there that you didn't find yet?
Right.
Yep.
That's the one that is in the hallway used for the vacuum, you know? I don't even have a cord on my vacuum anymore. Whoa.
Okay.
Max headroom.
Okay.
We've got that Dyson, so now it's plugged in all the time.
Oh, yeah, I have a
Just
Dyson
undo
too.
it. Like,
It's nice.
dude.
I got that for Yesenia, but the real gift was probably that I vacuum more because it's easier. It's like, yeah,
What kind of sexist shit was that? I got that for you, Yesenia.
she asked for it.
You mean you got that for the home?
She asked for it.
Okay.
She's trying to call me out.
Look at Wally Beaver over here. Solar Tail. Let's look at this. Oh, dude.
Ooh, nice.
Dude.
Oh, wow.
I can't.
A reverse tilt?
Is it a reverse tilt?
I think
or
so.
is
I
it-
think this is like a backing sheet to make it look better, or else you'd see underneath
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because otherwise it's cantilevering over the top.
Over
of
the
this guy's
top.
Fucking...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Hey, you do what you got to do. Reverse tilt, side tilt, half tilt. I don't fucking know.
At least they didn't just tell them that they were going to put them on the north side and it would produce the same amount of energy.
Right. Oh, do you think the HOA is gonna fly? Do you think that would fly in the HOA?
They don't get to say anything here in Arizona.
Even on that?
Fuck those HOAs.
Even with like a reverse ground mount? Or
Well,
some
that
shit?
was the HOA can't ask you to do anything that's going to make it more expensive or less efficient, right? So that's if I have to change it away from our plans, the way we designed it, it's going to make it more expensive for the customer. Sorry.
That's some good knowledge there. Some nuggets right there for you and your HOA.
In Arizona. That's an Arizona law.
It should be a law around the world. Like, well, first of all, I'm not a big fan of HOAs. I say get rid of those motherfuckers. Like,
facts.
what do they do aside from being an asshole and put your trash bin up in your front
Charge
door?
me money.
And they sneak on your. They trespass to find things to charge you money for. Yeah. I'm sure we've talked about the
I
HOA
have an
before.
HOA.
I don't. We were buying a house. We were going to buy a house in a neighborhood of a friend, and we put an offer in. And before we had our inspection, we had a letter in the mail that said, "Thank you for putting an offer in this community. Here's the jump drive with all of the CCNRs, and this is what the property's current fines are."
All the back charges?
All I did was put in an offer on a house, and they're like trying to send me a bill.
They're telling you.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Dude. Needless to say, the inspection turned out to be worse than I needed it. Worse than we wanted, which is great because like that letter itself almost kept me from buying in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. The cities, all the cities do a good job. They all have ordinances to keep your neighbors from growing weeds this high or parking a vehicle in the street or opening up an RV in the driveway. Like, I'm in the neighborhood. I have my RV in the driveway. I got a notice.
Yeah.
I called them and said, "Hey, I'm in the construction in my backyard, and once it's done, I'm like," and they worked with me. HOA wouldn't work.
I'm about to get a notice. I almost guarantee it because I fucking put my recycle bin out a day early. I almost guarantee it. They're gonna come pick it up Tuesday morning, and I put that shit out Sunday night.
Oh yeah.
Yep. HOA is gonna drive by this morning, take a picture of my thing, and send me a notice.
Yeah.
But it'll be gone by the time. I won't get fined for it.
What they'll do is they'll go up there and they'll wheel it onto your driveway so they can't get picked up, and then you'll have it recycled
that
for a
would
week.
Piss me off.
Because that's the shit happened in the place we used to have at HOA. It was horrible.
No.
Hey, what's this? This looks like an all-in-one. And this looks like an all-in-one. Wonder where this picture was taken. Like, why are there like that's an electrical panel. It's the same thing as that. Just that one's painted, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on there. Back to
It's like
back.
a park,
Maybe. Interesting. What's next?
golf course, maybe.
Ladder safety. Always be safe on a ladder.
Just everywhere. Just be safe everywhere.
Bro. Bro, you.
Oh,
Bro.
it's good. It's leaned up against this pallet right here. It's not like it's coming this way. The other pallet's stopping it.
Hello, HR department.
Oh,
You could write up Marcus an incident. I have an
oh
incident to
my
report.
gosh. I'm 3 steps from the 2.5, 3 steps from
Okay,
the
I lied.
top.
This picture
Okay.
didn't come from this week, but it was really close.
Why? Because I'm wearing a
Like,
jacket.
What are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing?
I'm looking for breakers.
Dude, I was trying to get some shit off that shelf. Dude, our fucking warehouse is a mess.
It's good now. It
And that
just got
shit was
clean.
like falling, but like only because you're like leveraged against this
Uh-huh.
one. Like it's not like get your shit together.
Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Not OSHA approved, dude. I didn't even push the button. DIY hard wiring. Do-it-yourself hardware. Dude, so we had a tech out.
Oh God.
We had a tech out to fix some under cabinet rope lights. The customer had installed rope lights underneath his cabinets, like the round ones, and it has a cord, like it came with a cord and a plug, but they crimped it here. They had a connection that went into the junction box
Okay.
of the garbage disposal light switch. So it wasn't an outlet, so they crimped it with the garbage disposal light switch, and then they had another rope light going the other direction that they were feeding off with this. That wasn't even taped. So they had it hardwired in, and then one went to one rope, and then the other one had a hard wire to the other rope light that went that way that was just tied onto that fucking plug.
Just tied on to this.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Needless to say, they got a really good, streamlined professional job like this under cabinet rope lights.
You just stick your hand
under
under
cabinet LED lights.
under that under cabinet and get a little morning
Oh,
wake up
yeah,
call.
dude.
Oh man.
That's not grounded, but it would still explode like the grounded receptacle you saw last week
Oof.
or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was bad. That's why you call it professional.
Yeah.
Under the sink. Dude, there's like... I think I might say dude too much.
Facts.
Dude.
Bro.
Dude.
Bro.
Dude. Dude.
I say brother too much probably.
Dude. Hey, brother. 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 Brother.
Mhm.
When I call you, you're like, yeah, hey, brother, what's up? Or something. Derek, like, everybody has their way of answering the phone. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You can nail it, like, each time.
Yeah. Does Josh say dude too much, Kayla?
Dude.
No comment.
Under the sink is an interesting place to put it electrical, right? So, like, a lot of people think that under the sink needs to have GFI protection, but it's really not exposed to water, right? Those pipes are fully connected. There's no open water
Sealed.
source.
Yep.
Sealed. And then you have the dishwasher that also plugs in under there, and the garbage disposal that plugs in. And typically there's an outlet that's got, half of it's got constant,
Half hot. Yeah.
and half is the switch.
For the garbage disposal. Yep.
Which is what you use that switch. Use that switch, or half of it, to tie into your under cabinet lights. Let's take a look. Oh gosh. So our guy went out and put in this InstaHot, which you can see right here. So there's power going to that InstaHot, and the factory cord give you the switch leg, right? So like, it's a 110. So the power coming into this box, right? So we mounted a box under there with an industrial cover and a switch. So it's a service switch. It's a serviceable switch.
Yep.
So you turn it on when you just run a normal operation. You ever want to service water here, you turn the switch off. But like, what the fuck happened there? And look, I mean, look at this. Look at the cut they made to go around these pipes. Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's just the backing of their cabinet that they just tore up, or like under cabinet that they just tore up.
Is that an MC?
Then that's drywall?
Is that an MC cable coming over here? Must be. I wonder if this is a commercial location. It has to be like a break room, some shitty break room somewhere.
Yep, I'm sold on the idea that it's commercial as well.
Is that how we should have done it? I really don't see any other way.
Oh man.
It's legal. It's a legal installation. It definitely, the wall, the cabinet, like, I'm looking at it, every time I look at it, I look and see something new. Like, here's the cabinet that goes right to this valve. Like, that looks like a reflection of the other side of the valve, doesn't it? Like that valve is cut right into that cabinet. and then that's cut out, and then the top of this is cut out, and then these things are cut out, and then there's the outlet. Way back inset into the wall.
Yeah.
And that is something we saw this week.
Dude, I drive by this almost every day.
Every day. Every day. Do it yourself solar. Do it
Yeah.
yourself solar. I still can't believe the city hasn't like went over there and said like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah.
Like that thing backs up right to Guadalupe.
Yeah, the main street. Yep.
Right to Guadalupe. I see it every day too. Windstorm comes up. I don't know how his panels are still on there. Like, he must have just glued them down.
Yeah, they're like some liquid nail or something that he just.
He must have just glued them down. Extension cord. Do you think he's saving a lot of money?
I don't even know what.
This is also north-facing pitch.
Oh yeah, it is north facing.
It is a north-face pitch. So in the sun, like early morning and afternoon, doesn't get much light, but like peak sun hours, it gets
In the summer.
a little bit right. Peak sun hours in the summer. This is what happens. Who took this picture? Kayla.
Yeah.
Kayla saw that picture. That's funny. Like, that's so bad. Even Kayla knows it's so bad. Like, and she's new to the solar industry. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I see it every day. Every day coming in and every day going out, and every day I think to myself, "Oh, I need to get a picture on that and talk about it."
Yeah.
I want to go knock on his door.
And just tell him to
Listen.
move them to the south side.
Hey Trent, we're gonna
if you're
send you
just
to this job. We're gonna send Trent to this guy's house and
see what happens.
sell him a real installation,
Yep.
a real quality system. Well, that, my friends, was a week in the life of Redline Techs. Thanks for watching.
See ya.